What is up? Oh shit. What is up, people? It's your boy James Grayson, aka Phonic Villain. Happy holidays. We are gonna do a short one. It's holidays. You know what I mean? Everybody chilling inside, listening to lo-fi and boom bap and shit. So I figured let's do a little quick tutorial on making jazzy lo-fi chords and how to get effects to sound like that lo-fi sound that everybody's putting in their shit these days. So um everything that I'm gonna show, most of everything is stock NFL or free VSTs to download. If it is not, I will mention it, but anything that I'm using that is like third party, um that's like a VST or anything, I will leave in the description. But without any the fuck, goddamn, without any further fucking ado, let's get into it. All right. So first of all, we're just gonna go into how to make the chords, right? The very like basic thing that you got to do. So really, you know, to be real, I have a pretty basic understanding of like music theory and shit, because it goes pretty deep. But I know enough that I know how to fucking make music with it. So um for this example, I am using so how I made these chords was using the key of F in the scale of minor harmonic, okay? And you can use that scale view from going up here on this little thing up in your piano roll. Click view and then scale highlighting. Scale your root note that you wanted in your key, and then what scale you wanted in, okay? So making jazz chords, a lot of it is minor scales, and like B flat, F yeah, A flat, F flat, or G flat, sorry. A lot of flats, and F, and really that's just mainly like more jazz type of scales. But to be honest, when you're making lo-fi, like I think the term lo-fi is more of like an aesthetic or like a vibe, more than anything. So you can really you can just do that shit in C major if you want. But for this representation, I'm just using jazz chords to kind of really stick in that like lo-fi boom bap type of vibe. So we are in F minor, long story fucking short. And how I built these chords was I just kind of started with the root note F, and to make a triad of chords, you just got to go up to the third note, and then usually the fifth note. So 1, 2, 3, right? So that's why that's there. 4, 5. But in this case, this note's not in this scale that I'm using and in this key, so I just brought it up to A sharp. So this right here is a triad, and I made it a seventh chord by going up. So this is the fifth note, 6, 7. So then I put that there. That makes it seventh chord, right? So I just basically made a seventh chord and did that the whole chord progression through, and it's just all 7 chords to make it a more like jazzy and give it just like some of that flavor. And some of them aren't seventh chords, but the main idea here is just adding on another note to your triad to kind of make it sound more full. So this is the full chord progression. Okay, so simple, effective, still has it's good solid chord progression. You could do a lot with that there. For this one in particular, I just pulled up Flex. They have a free Essential Pianos pack, and I'm on the Steinway D. I really just kind of messed with only the squash and chorus and space effects very slightly to get that sound. And so yeah, so that's the that's the chord progression. And then something that I also did with this was I came in here and I'm just gonna actually undo a bunch until my bass notes come in. So because I've messed with the velocity, I just don't feel like doing that again. So I took the velocity down, but I put some deeper notes in here just to really like give it even more emotion, even more depth, make it sound a lot more full. If you don't have a good sound setup or headphones, like I say a lot, you're not gonna really hear a difference there, but when on your final master and shit, it's gonna make a difference. So never count out the bass notes. It also helps you with bass lines too. So that's the chords. It's kind of the gist of how it goes. It's really not anything too mind-boggling. Like taking that theory of triads and then just stacking on another note, you can apply that to any scale and any mode that you have in this view. So there is no reason at all. There's no excuse for like not being able to make chord progressions. If you want to use MIDI packs and whatever, do it. I do that shit too. But just for people out there that want to just actually make their own shit, like you have everything you need right here and right here. It'll highlight these notes for you in light gray. If you're in those notes, or if you're in those highlighted notes, you're fine. And all you got to do is count 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case, you would be dragging it up from 4 to 5. You're just dragging it up, but you're just taking that idea and then stacking on more stuff to make it sound better. That's kind of the crash course on like jazzy, lo-fi chords. And just to even kind of show you a little more of what you can do, you can also take that, like, so Control A to highlight it all. Control A. And then you can go to the this wrench here. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Wrong one. Go to this wrench. Hit Humanize. And this, like it says, will add jitter, offset, different note start times, lengths, and velocities, right? So you can fuck with this. It'll make your notes start at different times. This will kind of drag it out. Make them, if you pull it back, it'll make them start early. If you pull it forward, it'll make them start a little late. You can do this with the velocity, which is the velocity of the notes down here. But it's just really cool because that also adds a lot of depth and flavor. And like, just check this out, right? And so that compared to that, this just sounds a lot more like real, which can really help with producing in general, because sometimes you want that shit to hit you, and to make another quick example, you can do this and it'll sound good with anything. Like, even if you don't have Flex or whatever, you can just pull up FL keys, right? And just literally apply the same thing. And it sounds different, but you'll still get, all you got to do is put effects on it, you know what I mean? And let's say that isn't enough. Let's say that making presets, or like having presets in your bank isn't even enough. Pull up 3 times OSC here. So synth classic right on top. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. Real simple thing you can do that's effective, that'll get you some like kind of lo-fi mellow sounding stuff. Move this up to here, put all of your chorus at 0. Okay, leave these two on sine waves. Pull this down to the dice. That's gonna make it kind of like noisy. Put that on. This is the gain. I put the gain about here. Okay. Whoops. So noise about there. And then this is the panning for it, right? So I put the panning on one to the left and one to the right. And you can even detune them slightly. And it'll, like, that doesn't sound bad at all, right? So there, and that didn't even take me a minute. So it's like there is no reason to not be able to get this type of like sound, even if you don't know, music theory or sound design. Like, that was just turning a few knobs and playing with it. And you can play with it more. You can put stuff like here in there, and you can turn that down, and it adds something else to it too, like they all add the square wave, saw wave, all of these add different things to it to give it flavor. So just a little bit of like I guess like sound design tips for you in there too. Now I'm gonna get into how to get this kind of like lo-fi effect, right? So we have this, but it's not like, it doesn't sound like lo-fi. It just sounds like someone's playing keys on a piano, right? So one thing you can do is holla back at Unison Zen Master, which is free, which I will leave in the description. There is a factory preset they have on here called Awaken that just, automatically lo-fi as fuck. And you can save presets by hitting file and save and name it whatever you want, and then like you can just apply that to other shit. So like lo-fi, put it here, right? And then this is the FL keys, right? So already better. We can apply this to this too, to the 3 OSC. I mean, that's dope, right? Like, I fuck with that. So very powerful plugin. Can do a lot of things. Now I'm going to just kind of, I just did that for a representation. I'm just going to kind of go into the rest on the Steinway chord progression. So let's say you don't have, I don't know, whatever. Let's say you just can't get this, right? And you still want to get that kind of sound. There's going to be multiple things you could do. Band passes with equalizers, right? Effects like crush, lo-fi crush, like noise, a little bit of distortion, warping, and anything else like warmth, anything that you can get warmth or saturation from, something that makes it sound worn, which I will kind of go through, right? So first of all, I'm just going to EQ this in general. Just kind of give it a subtle EQ. I like that. Okay, so that's just the general one on top. So one thing you can do automatically is, god damn it, EQ it more and bandpass this basically from here to like just get that mid range. So we'll literally cut off till, I guess we'll go even a little farther. We'll go up to like 800, 800K. Okay, and then put that down. Kind of sharpen these. And just kind of, whoops, just kind of move them. So we're trying to basically make this the kind of the only thing that you can hear. So we got kind of like a low and high pass. So by doing that, you're already getting more of a lo-fi thing because it emulates kind of like that record player sound. Record players couldn't play anything beyond not much more than what these are cut off at. I'm not sure of the specifics, but I know that they couldn't get up to 20,000 kilohertz, and I know that they couldn't go down to sub level like 29K. So that's going to help you out doing that right there. If that's not enough, you can also put on effector, which both of these are stock into FL, okay? And they literally have one on here that's called lo-fi. And just bring that on down. Whoops. And that'll kind of make it sound crushed and worn out and kind of distorted, you know? And you can just drag it around. Like that's not bad, you know what I mean? Like you could use something like that. They also have, you know, like stuff like delay is always going to help. Distortion, just to give you an example. Yeah, like that kind of is lo-fi, you know. Got that lo-fi texture in there. That grit, you know what I mean? So those are some things you can do to make it sound lo-fi. Another thing you can do is just download this. I know there's some third parties in here, but still, man, these are effective. If you can't get Unison, at least get Isotope Vinyl. This is another free one, mainly for lo-fi. Let's take that dust down. So warping, like I was talking about, right? You can do shit like that, which I like it about here. Like that, I like that. That kind of has like a old-timey, out-of-tune piano sound to it. Okay, and then you can also, this emulates record players from different decades, right? So that's a record player from the 1930s. You can do 1950. I kind of like the 60s. I kind of like this warmer vibe. This wear knob right here, also very cool. Makes it just sound super old and again kind of gritty and gives a little bit of distortion. They have this lo-fi button as well. And you can also spin it down like that, which is really cool. So again, another free thing you can download, very effective. And let's say you do, you know, you have these stock plugins on, right, and you have them working. And let's just put it on the lo-fi because I like that one. Put it like here. Give it some noise. You can also adjust these knobs can adjust the volume of what effects you're using. So like, let's say I don't want all of that noise. Now there's not that much. You can also do for noise. You can also just download packs that have noise in them and just get stuff like this. You can just literally drag it in there, drop it, you know, and boom, you know, simple yet effective. But let's say that isn't enough for you. You can use stuff like chorus and phasers, modulators, echo, delay. You can use stuff like that to get these sounds, these kind of. And this plugin you can't use, I believe, if you don't have at least the like whatever's above the producer edition, so the third tier of FL. But they still have other free chorus plugins. So like I said, simple yet effective. But yeah, that's just kind of my little rundown and tutorial on how to get, how to make jazzy chords when you're making lo-fi or boom bap, and also how to get the effects to make it sound like that too, which is very important when you're trying to do something like that, because this and even that, or even this, is to me those are a lot more those are a lot more interesting and effective than that. So that's just my tipsy tips and tutorials on that. Speaking of that shit, while we on the tube, let's fucking do it real quick, baby. Let's fucking do it real quick. Let's see. All right. Cheers, yo. And you damn fucking straight I needed a goddamn chaser, because that shit is strong. All right. Now, my girlfriend looking at me like I'm a dick. We'll take a shot in a second, all right? Now, that's my motherfucking tipsy tutorials on fucking jazzy fucking lo-fi boom bap motherfucking chords. And just to make it even more special, let's at least throw some fucking drums in here and exit out with the chords playing on some fucking drum loops, and vibe out. I'm feeling that. We gonna vibe out to this, y'all. It's been a nice one. I'm gonna just lay that on 85. Fuck it. Let's see. Oh shit, just broke the fourth wall. I don't give a fuck, we still going. Oh shit. Okay. Broke the fourth wall and we still in here. That's how you know I'm getting there. I'm tipsy, motherfucker. Damn, that shit is gas though. Alright. I'm gonna just let this shit go out, man. I'm out this motherfucker. See y'all motherfuckers later.
So sick with this shit, think I caught the flu. No motherfucker, I don't do that, my OUs. All that bullshit be what my eyes see through. Flip the beat on, ain't no time.